Welcome everyone to the stream. Oops, hold on a second. Well, that's important. I didn't turn on my light. Oh, let's move this one over here. There we go. Okay, that's more like it. Welcome everyone. We're gonna get started in just a few minutes. How are you all doing? Feels different. I got a different angle today, so let me see if I can. Oh, no, never mind. We're good. Wait, maybe I can go a little bit higher. I noticed the camera. I'm actually like kind of looking down to everyone right now. Feels weird. See, this is what happens when you set up really quickly. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Now it feels a little more natural. Okay. Again, once again, how is everyone doing? Ahimong, I saw you. Taeyunjun. Zilly, welcome. Yes. I noticed some of you. I remember some of you guys' names. A lot of you guys I see here like every week. So Tiffany, Stay My Day, Noah Deeps. Mary Liz, of course. Yes, we're going to be getting started soon, but first, just some quick announcements, as usual. So we'll start the lesson right at 2, so we've still got about 10 minutes to go. Let some people kind of trickle in here. The first announcement, as always, is remember that there are worksheets and outlines for every live stream on Patreon. So there is a worksheet for this lesson on Patreon right now that you can get, as well as the outline will be up as soon as the stream's over. Oh, wow, just starting. We already got a donation. Kate June, 돈이 없어요. 돈이 없다면서. So you're saying you don't have any money, but you just gave me $2, thereby contradicting what you just said. But thank you. Or I guess it could be true, you know, you gave $2 and now you don't have any money. That was your lunch money and now you're all out. It could be that. That's a possibility. Let's just turn this up a little higher. Okay. Feels like it's going to be a good lesson today. Lauren Starrett with that KitKat icon. 안녕하세요. Nice. That was my lunch money. Small. I think I'm going to be on later. Yes. Yeah, you're always welcome to go in and out of the stream. You know, the only thing you'll miss by not being here at the live streams is the interaction part where interaction part where you get to make sentences with me and then I'll critique the sentences that you're writing. Oh yeah, the next announcement is remember to check out our Discord chat. I'll write that here in the stream because I don't see it here right now. Check out our Discord chat. It's always on, so you can get Korean practice. You can chat about the live stream right now. I don't know if anyone's chatting about it. Sometimes they do. And you can ask Korean questions, practice, do whatever you want whenever we're not doing live stream, so you can keep getting practice up. Next week, I'm not sure if there's going to be another live stream next week on Sunday or not, because I'm going to check my grandma's schedule. I'm going to see if I'm actually going to be going to visit my grandma this weekend. She doesn't know yet, but that's okay. She doesn't watch this stream. I think she's in her late 80s now. So I don't think she watches YouTube. So she doesn't hear this right now. But I'm considering calling her tonight and seeing if I can go visit her next weekend. And if I do, then there won't be a live stream on Sunday, but I'll let you guys know by tomorrow. So if you see a vote for tomorrow's, if you see tomorrow a voting poll appear on my channel, then you'll know that there is a live stream. And if you don't see one, there's not going to be a live stream. So I'll always put a vote. And if you want to also make sure that you don't miss any live streams, not only subscribe here, but also click the notification bell so that you don't miss any notifications. Let's see here. Oh, sweet. Well, yeah. She does live quite far away, so. I can't just like get in my car and pop down to go see her anytime. She lives like 8-hour drive away. Let's see. Are you going to save the stream? Every stream is saved. Yes, you can rewatch every stream, including everything, including the comments and everything that went on during the streams. I want a grandson like Billy, even though I'm younger than him. That's nice to say. Well, I haven't visited her. I see her every year, but I haven't gone to visit her probably in 2 years now. Yeah, probably in 2 years. Last year, my grandpa passed away, and we didn't go see her last year because she was busy, dealing with all that stuff. But now it's probably a little better. Weather's nicer. So we're thinking about it maybe this weekend. We'll talk with her and see what she wants to do. I know you guys don't really care about my family situations, but yeah. Okay, the prerequisites for today's lesson. Oh yeah. The other thing I want to say, the next lesson we do, whether that's this coming Sunday or the next Sunday, the next lesson is going to be advanced level. So let me say that again. Our next live stream after this one is going to be an advanced level live stream. So I've never done an advanced level live stream for you guys before because most people didn't want it. But we've now covered a lot of beginning topics. We've covered so much beginning level topics that enough of you have found my channel and found the live streams and started requesting more advanced topics. So I'm listening to that. So when I put up a vote, either maybe tomorrow or the next week, that vote will only have advanced topics on it that you can choose from. So those of you who are intermediate and have been waiting for a more difficult lesson, this next one will be your thing. So again, make sure you click the bell icon so that you don't miss that lesson. That will just be an advanced only live stream. So you can participate. You can come if you're a beginner, but you won't be able to really follow along very well, I guess, unless you're not already an intermediate learner. So hopefully that'll be fun for those of you who want some more advanced levels. And the prerequisites for today's lesson. Oh, I got another donor. Tiggy. Your name, why is your name Tiggy? Well, I guess if you read it in Korean, then Tiggy, then you see it in English, Tiggy. 안녕하세요. Thank you for teaching me Korean. I'm not good yet. Yet is the key word, Tiggy. I was not good at Korean either when I started. I wasn't good at Korean at least a year. And I mean, I was living in Korea. I don't know why I got that weird thing. Okay. Yes. Make sure to hit that like button. Yeah, if you want, hit the like button. For me, subscribing and clicking the bell icon is more important to make sure that you don't miss the live streams or any important announcements. All right, yes, thank you both of you to the donors. And now let's go for the prerequisites of today's lesson is you want to know how to say should and should not in Korean. The reason is, and I'll just tell you this from the very beginning, in Korean, telling someone don't do something, which is what we're going to learn how to do today, making negative commands, is not polite. In Korean, it is not polite to tell someone don't do something. It's acceptable, and people do it in the right situations, but it's going to sound very straightforward. It's going to sound very direct. So if you were to just tell someone, hey, don't do that, don't eat it, it's very direct. So it's not going to be polite. Even if you say it in a polite way, it's still not going to sound very polite to the person that you're saying it to. Because of that, you're not going to say don't to strangers very much. You're not going to say don't to people who are above you in like a higher social position, in a higher social hierarchy. Like you're not going to say don't do something to your teacher or your boss. Instead, what people say in Korean, if you want to say don't, is they say should not. You should not do that. And I did a live stream previously about how to say should and should not. And I'm not going to be doing that again today because it's a lot of topics. There are a lot of ways you can say should not in Korean. So we're not going to go over those again. But I did a live stream. There's also an abridged version of that live stream if you don't want to watch the whole live stream that you can check out. So I recommend knowing that first. If you don't know that, well, you can still follow along today's lesson fine. We're not going to be using this topic in today's live lesson. Just I want you to know that you shouldn't say don't in Korean unless you know that you can. So there are many times when you can say don't in Korean. You can say don't to your friends. You can say don't to your close acquaintances, people who you're kind of close with. You can say don't to younger kids. You can say don't to animals. You can just say don't in general. Like, oh, don't do that. Not directed at a specific person, but just in general. Don't do that, like that. So it's still used all the time. It's just not going to be the most polite way to tell someone not to do something. So keep that in mind. You can say don't, but it's not going to be the most polite way to say what you're trying to say. Instead, if you want to make sure that you're saying something politely, instead say should not. The next requirement for today's lesson, and although this form will not appear in today's lesson, you should be familiar with the regular ji an pa form, which gets attached to a verb to make it negative. So you would have 가다, for example, to go. You can make it into a negative verb, becoming 가지 않다, like that. Now, this form we're going to be learning today, there we go, 지 말다, is not the same as 지 않다. I mean, it's different anyway. 말다 and 안타. 지 않다 simply means to not do something. It's not a command. If you're giving someone a command in Korean, don't go, you're not going to say 가지 않아요. 가지 않아요. That just means you do not go. That would be like saying to someone, oh no, you do not go. Like it would sound like your Korean is very poor. And they might understand what you're saying, but it does not sound like a command. You have to use 말다. And we're going to talk about what this 말다 means and how this form is used in today's lesson. But just know that 지 않다 is a regular negative form and is not what you use for making a command. 지 않다 is only used for making sentences that are not commands. So if you need to tell someone to do something using 지 않다, you have to switch 지 않다 to become 지 말다. Okay, so that's the end of the prerequisites today. We are right on time. I'll get started in just a minute. Let me just check the chat before we start. Yes. Oh, welcome back, Ahimang. Yes, you missed 2 donations. We got 2 donations before I even started today. I didn't even have to do any BTS dabbing today. I already got 2 donations. Oh yeah, speaking of which, that's the last. I only have to edit 2 more live streams, and then I'll be caught up with the with live stream editing, which will be great. Nice accent. Yeah, I don't even know what accent that's supposed to be. It's just supposed to be someone poor at speaking the language, I guess. See, Marza. Congratulate me for being a top soldier. Top soldier for what? Carry Rich? No dab? No dab. Carry Rich. Carry Rich, you bring in the big guns. We haven't even started yet. I haven't told you guys anything yet. You're like pre-ordering. You're like pre-ordering with your donations. I haven't presented you anything yet. Carry Rich, thank you. Carry Rich. $20. Wow, it's a big donation. Okay, well I can't give you a dab because you told me no dab. So what do you want? What do I do if you don't want me to dab? Can I like dab secretly? Can I like go behind the board and like dab so you can't see me? Anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. If you feel like you must do a dab, then do a BTS dab. Okay, I'll do a BTS dab. I think that deserves a BTS dab. Yeah, let's do a BTS dab. Now, the last time I did BTS dabs, I did individual ones for each of the members, but I think I'm gonna do a. Let's do the Army dab. So I did the BTS dab for all the members, and I did one even for the PD, the producer, I guess that the leader guy, and I did dab. So yeah, I did a lot of dabs, but I didn't do a dab for Army. So this is going to be the BTS Army dab for the BTS's fan base. So that's the BTS Army dab. So you guys can memorize that and do it at all the BTS concerts. And they'll totally recognize you. That's the official BTS Army dab. I'm amazed he remembers Army. Okay, so let's get started. today. Oh, I already erased it. Great. Okay, so we're going to be talking about this today, and that is a form called 지 말다. And the way you make it is you take an action verb stem and you attach 지 말다. Yay! And you conjugate 말다. 말다 is a completely regular verb. So it conjugates the exact same way as any verb ending with this lir would conjugate. So it conjugates the exact same way as 살다 or anything else. 말다. We'll talk about that. Oh, I got another donation. Can't keep these donations away. Not like I'd want to, though. S, great lesson. I haven't even started yet. This is wonderful. I haven't even started yet, and I'm getting donations saying, thanks for teaching me. Now another one, great lesson. S, just S. Name's so mysterious. Thank you for your $10 donation. Do you want a dab or anything? Big donations. Yes, several already. I already see what, 20, 30, $34 donations, and I haven't even started telling you what this means yet. S, do you want a dab or something? The donations will make you teach better. I believe that. Okay, an S dab. So we're going to do the S dab. Let's see, what would that be? Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. So like this, like, you got to make an S, and then you do the other side, and then you do the dab from the S. So you kind of got the S dab going like that. So that's the S dab. So you can write that one down and remember it. All right. So what does 말다 mean now? 말다 by itself is not used in Korean. So you don't need to learn 말다. Do not use 말다 by itself. It's not used. It's only used as part of this form. And I'll tell you what 말다 means in just a second. Once I check this other donation. Hope's Trivia. Thank you for always teaching so good. 감사합니다. Thank you, Hopes. Thank you, Hope's Trivia. Hope's Trivia. Thank you. We are spoiling Billy. Yes, you are totally spoiling me here. Dep 하지 말자. Okay. Tiffany's Tema Day. Yes, today's lesson, if you didn't already guess, is for beginners, but I'm going to be using there are many ways you can conjugate 말다. So I will be using some intermediate level conjugations. So if you're intermediate or higher beginner, hopefully you should still get some sentences in here that you can kind of have fun with. It's not only going to be just 말다 with, 말아요 or anything like that. We're going to do lots of variations of conjugation for this verb. So yes, 말다, what it means now, I can tell you what it means. It means to stop. 말다 by itself means to stop doing something. To stop doing something. Yes. But again, this is not used by itself. So if you wanted to tell someone, stop doing that, you don't say 말아요 or 마세요 or anything like that. That doesn't make any sense in Korean. You have to use it as part of this form. So let's show you some examples of how this can conjugate. I know, of course, every verb can conjugate in these ways as well. So that's not special. But the ways that you will see this conjugated are very diverse. So I want to make sure that you can recognize how you might see this conjugated. So first of all, 말다, 지 말다. You might see it conjugated as 마 or 마요. This would be like an informal way of saying don't do something. You might see it conjugated as 마세요, right? Or even 마십시오. I'm just giving you some examples right here. This would be honorific. You might see it conjugated as 말아주세요, 말아주세요, or 말아줘 or 말아줘요 or something like that. You might see it conjugated as just 말아요. Less common. This would just be like a standard, straightforward, maybe even poetic way of saying don't do something. You might see it conjugated as 말라. Now, 말라 is not 말라요. It's just 말라. 말라 by itself, this is like biblical. This is a biblical sounding old-fashioned way. So this is an old-fashioned way of saying do not do something. So you might see something in like an ancient text or, something from 100, 200 years ago written with like thou shalt not, or like, do not do. It's a very strong sounding way to say do not do something. Another one you might see is what I think Tiffany Stay My Day was writing in the chat. Another way is saying 말자, or some people might use it with the 시다 form, 맙시다, as in let's not do something. Like let's not go. Like what do you think of this? Should we all go hang out? Let's not. Like oh let's not and say we did, that kind of thing. Like let's not do that. So you can do 말자. And finally, another way you might see this is used as part of a quoting form. Now this 말라고, the 말라 here, is not the same as 말라 here used for commands. Although originally, yes, it comes from the same form, but this is used as a quoting form to say, I said that, or someone said that, using 고, do not do something. So there's like a famous song saying 가지 말라고. I'm not going to sing it because I don't want to get this video flagged, but 가지 말라고 like means I said do not go. So quoting form plus this do not form. So these are just some common examples, and I've written down all of the most common examples of conjugations that I can think of, but we're going to be going through today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 14 or 16 or so sentences using different forms. There's some more, but using some different forms of ways to conjugate this do not. So just kind of be aware of all of these different forms. And if you want, you can ask questions about these as well at the end of our lesson in case you don't quite understand them. And I can try to explain some of them. So let's go on and let's do some sentences. The first sentence we're going to do is, I want you guys to do this. Okay. First of all, how would you tell someone just to say do something? Do it, right? Well, I'll show you. I'm sure you guys probably already know. So 하다. So how would you tell someone to do something by using 하다? Well, you have dozens of choices, right? You can tell someone just 해 or 해요, right? Or 하세요, 해주세요. All of those different things are ways you can conjugate 하다 to mean do it. Well, now how would you say don't do it using the verb 하다? I want you to write your own example. I want you to write your own sentence for how you would tell someone don't do it using this 지 말다 form. So go ahead and I'm going to check the chat and then I'm going to give you one specific way. So this is just our first example. It's supposed to be really basic. I just kind of want to see where everyone's at. 2 to 3 dinosaur years. Tiffany stay my day. 하지 마세요. 하지 마. 하지 말아요. 하지 마세요. Okay. 하지 마. 하지 마세요. 하지 마. 하지 말아요. Suzanne Sadler, you don't need any pronouns. Also, 그는 would be he, so that would be like saying he, do not do it, which wouldn't grammatically make sense. So there can't be a pronoun used with when you tell someone don't do something. Unless the pronoun is you, but still they don't use it. 아침에 숙제하지 마세요. Okay. 고 먹지 마. Okay. Well, you're kind of going ahead. I just wanted to see a sentence with 하다. I see a couple of you have sentences that use more things in them, but that's okay. He ain't do dat. Ehimon was translating the sentence from before. He ain't do dat. You might say you think he do, but he do not. How must it feel to be told to stop? Yeah, in Korean, it feels, it just kind of feels like you are commanding someone, you're talking down to someone when you give them a command. So you have to be careful about your position in the situation, whether you can tell someone not to do something. Of course, if someone's like hitting you, it doesn't matter if they're your boss or whatever. You can tell them to stop. That would be appropriate. But in general situations like, say you're going to a meeting. Let me try to give something a little more relatable. Okay, your friend introduces you to another friend. And your friend introduces you to another person that you don't really know very well. And you want to say, don't do something to them. It could be a bit impolite to say just, 하지 마요, 가지 마세요 to that person. It would be better to suggest instead by saying, you shouldn't do that. I don't think you should do that. Kind of that. Because just saying do not do that is kind of like, we're not close enough that you can just kind of order me around yet. That they might kind of feel like that. So that's why it's not quite used in those situations if you don't have a good reason for using it. He ain't too tired. Okay. Too hot. Oh, too hot. Okay. Too hot. All right. Okay. Yeah, you guys got a bunch of examples, so let's just give you one more. 하지마. 하지마요. If you guys want a very basic way to say don't do something to your friends, the most common way you can say don't do something to your friends or just a close acquaintance is just 하지마요. 하지마요. Or if you're close, just 하지마. This is actually fine to use. But know that 하지마 is only casual. So you cannot say 하지마 to anyone who you're not really close with, and to anyone, or I should say, or to anyone who is older than you. So like your boyfriend or girlfriend, you can say 하지마. That's the best way you should say it. But if you're just kind of friends with someone online and you never met them and you're not that close with them, right? You probably don't want to say just 하지마 to them. Instead, you can say 하지마요. If you're still kind of close with them, but you're not like best friends, 하지마요 is better. So this is totally fine to say though. Okay, now let's go on to a regular sentence because we're just kind of, I'm just showing you guys some common conjugations, but we haven't really gone into any real sentences. So let's do our first real sentence. Don't buy more candy. Okay, candy in Korean is 사탕. 사탕 specifically is like something made with sugar, like some sort of sugary sweet. So sugary sweet or candy. Don't buy more candy. How would you say don't buy more candy? Give it your best shot. You can use any conjugation in the end as you want. You can do ma or mayo like we did, or you can do a different one. Tiffany Stay, you have a typo. Did someone say sensei? Sensei Billy? Yes, Daniel-san. But I like candy. Ibrahim. Hey, Ibrahim, thank you. Ibrahim with a donation. And perfect timing because when you guys are writing sentences is the best time to interrupt me with donations. Ibrahim, thank you. You like candy? Well, you can have candy. You can eat the candy you have, but don't buy more candy, okay? That's all I'm asking. Just don't buy more candy. 사탕을 더 사지 마세요. 더. 사탕, 더. Oh, Martha Mwangi, you have 더 사탕, but remember, 더 is an adverb. And where do adverbs go in a sentence? Directly before the verb. 더 사지 마세요. Yep, 사탕, 더 사. Oh, 차현준, 사다 for purchase. 살다 would be to live. So that's just commonly mixed up. 또한 사탕을 사지. In addition, do not buy candy. 또한 is in addition. That doesn't mean more. I can't believe my eyes. I have special eyes. My brand. 사탕을 하디 사요? Claudia, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. With 하디. 더 사지 마라. Okay? 사지 마라. Okay. Yeah, you might see 사지 마라. Okay. Let me talk about that real quick because that's a good. Someone had a good thing. 마라. Okay. 마라 is a combination of the regular ending 마, like 하지 마, 하지 마요, with 나 at the end. This 나 makes it rough. This 나 ending makes it sound more strong. So this would be like something you would only say with your closest friends. So if you can say 마 already, then you could legitimately say 마라, but this would sound very harsh. So this would be like jokingly with your friends, like, hey, don't buy more candy. Kind of like you're really talking down to them, like you're really upset a bit. So you'll hear this kind of like with friends joking to each other, like, hey, don't do that. You know, don't buy more candy. Kind of like that. So 마라 is a stronger way of saying don't do something. But yeah, do not say 마라, 하지 마라 to anyone who's not your like really close friend. Okay, so let's give you an example of how you can do that. So don't buy more candy. First we have 사탕, candy, object marker, 더, more, 사지, and then you could do 마세요, but we're just going to do 마요. 사탕을 더 사지 마요. 사탕을 더 사지 마. 사탕을 더 사지 마. Don't buy more candy. And let's do another sentence. Since this is the only main topic that we're covering today, we can do a lot of sentences together. So that's going to be good. All right. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. How would you say don't touch me? Now, if you're wondering, the verb for to touch is 만지다. 만지다. Now, 만지다, while you guys are writing this, if you want, 만지다 also has another meaning as to play with something with your fingers. So in Korean, there's other ways to say to play with. Like if you're playing with a toy, they wouldn't say 만지다 for the toy. But common things would be like cell phone, like why are you touching your cell phone? They might say. And what they mean is, why are you playing with? Playing with it as in touching it with your fingers. So you'll hear 만지다 used for things that you're interacting with your fingers. So it's not only just touch, it's also kind of like interact with or play with in that sense. But it doesn't really mean play with as in like you're playing around with something. It's not that. It's just interacting with your fingers. So playing with your fingers. 만지다. So also means don't touch. So do not touch me. How would you say don't touch me? Probably already lots of sentences in. Yes, there's already lots of sentences here. Ahimang says 지금 차를 마시고 있어. Okay, you're drinking tea now. That's nice. 저를 만지지 마세요. Okay, nice. Don't touch me. 나를 만지지 마. Oh, Nightingale. You wrote 나 with the 세요 honorific ending. 나 is casual and 세요 is honorific, so those don't match. You can either say 나 casual with a casual ending or use 저 for me, I, as a more polite way to say I instead of 나, since those wouldn't match. Okay? 나를 만지지 말고요. 만지 마라. Okay. 아미나, you're missing the 지. So for 만지지 말아요. 나를 만지지 마. Okay. 만지지 마요. 저를 만지지 마세요. Okay. 만지지 마요. 나를 만져. 나를 만지지 마. 변태야. Don't touch me, you pervert. But you're Tiffany Stamade, you have 만지 마, but it should be 만지지 마, because 만지다 already is in the verb, and when you remove the verb stem, you have to still attach 지 말다 and then conjugate it. So you're going to get 만지지 there. I saw a few people. Someone asked about 손대다. Okay, it's another thing I can talk about. 손대다 is actually 손을 대다, but it's often just written as 손대다. 대다? Sorry. 대다 means to touch something. Like to put, like, just to do this. To, what do I say? To interact with it, like to touch it. 대다. 대지마. It can also mean, they have a few other meanings. It can also mean like leaning on something if you use it with a different noun. But 손대다, specifically touching something with your hand. This is what you will see used on a museum display. So you'll go to a museum in Korea and you'll see a sign that says 손 대지 마세요. That means do not touch. They're not going to say 만지지 마세요. They might, but 만지다 would be more like you're actually like touching it, like you're, like touching the museum display. Whereas 손 대다 would just mean the first initial like touching it, even like touching it is considered 손대다. 손대다. So if you were 손대ing something, if you're 손대다ing something, that's like you're simply making contact with it. With your finger. It doesn't necessarily mean 만지다. Like you're not 만지다 everywhere over it. You're just touching it. You're just making contact with it. So that's 손대다. And they put this on signs, so 손대지 마세요. So if you said, oh, he touched the museum exhibit, you wouldn't say like 만지다 unless he's like, or she is just touching all over it. You would simply say 손대다 for that. So 손대지 마세요. You'll see that all over. Or, this is one you'll see on signs. Okay, so don't touch me. Well, me, 저를, and then 만지다, 만지지 마세요. So we're gonna make this sentence honorific because if you're telling someone not to touch you, maybe you don't know them very well, so you're just saying 저를 만지지 마세요. Like, hey, don't touch me. You're weird. Maybe to some stranger on the street is trying to walk up to you and kiss you because they're drunk. It's happened to me before. Some old guy. A couple times, actually. Yeah, at least 2 times that I clearly remember. Maybe there was more. Anyway, 저를 만지지 마세요. Don't touch me. If you're talking with your close friends, you're just joking around. 나를 만지지 마. Or just, they often remove the object marker too. So, 나 만지지 마. 나 만지지 마. Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Maybe your friends... your friend has really dirty hands and they're trying to touch you. Say, 나 만지지 마. Don't touch me, like that. So either way you want to do it, polite or casual. Yeah, if you're ever out and about in Korea, stay away from the areas in the cities that have lots of bars. And you'll know what I'm talking about. If you go to Korea and you're walking down an alley and there's not a lot of people around you, but there's clearly like a lot of bars around the area, like, alcoholic places. If you see those types of places, don't hang around there because, that's where drunk people will also hang around. And you don't want to be there. Okay, next sentence. Don't start yet. Don't start yet. Start yet. Now, yet. For yet, you can use the adverb 아직. 아직 means still if it's used in a regular positive verb, or yet when it's used in a negative situation. But it's the same thing. Still, like he still is nice, or he didn't do his homework yet, like that. It's both of those situations. So 아직 is what you want to use. So how would I say don't start yet? Is it weird to do 나를 만지지 마요? No, it's not too weird to do that because 마요, although it has the you at the end, it's not quite polite enough to be contrasted. It's not too polite to not match with na anymore. It's still okay. It can still match with na. Na only goes with casual speech, and mayo ends in a yo, but it's not quite polite enough to make it sound weird. So in that case, it's okay. But normally, yes, if you have na, you don't want to have anything ending in yo because it'll be too polite and it'll mismatch. But in that case, mayo, it's still quite casual, so it's okay. Okay. 시작하지 마세요. Nice. 아직 시작하지 마세요. Nice. 아직 시작하지 마세요. 아직 시작하지 말고. 차현준, you really like that 말고요 ending. Maybe I'll do a sentence later that has 말고요. 아직 시작하지 마세요. 아직 시작하지 마요. 시작하지 마. 시작하지 마세요. 시작하지 마. Okay? Boo asked in all caps so that I'll see it. What's the difference between 아직 and 아직도? 아직 and 아직도. 아직도 just has more emphasis. So you have 아직, which just means still and yet. 아직도 means even still. Even yet. Like, even still now. Like, it hasn't even started yet. So you're not going to tell someone don't do something yet with 아직도 as a command. But you would say he still didn't do his homework. Like, 아직도 안 했어요. He still has not done his homework. But you then can't say, don't do this even still. Like, that doesn't make any sense. There's no reason that you would emphasize 아직 when you're giving a command. You're saying, don't start even yet. Like, no, don't start even still, even yet, don't start. Like, it's kind of a bit awkward to do that. There's no need to emphasize that. You just can say still. So, don't start yet. How would we say this? So we have yet, 아직, 시작하다 is to start. So 시작하지 마세요. 아직 시작하지 마세요. 아직 시작하지 마세요. Yet, start, don't do it. So don't start yet. Don't start yet. 아직 시작하지 마세요. And if you remove the 아직, it would still be fine too. 시작하지 마세요. Don't start. Okay. Let's see, how are we on time? 2:30. Perfect. We're perfect on time. Okay. Don't eat too quickly. I'm not going to give you guys any words for this. I want to see how you can do. I'm not going to give you any words for it. But I'll let you know this is a simple sentence as well. So I'm not trying to trick you with this. It should use regular words, but I'm curious what you guys try to translate this as. So don't eat too quickly. Like, don't eat too fast, right? Don't eat too fast. How would you say this? Chokes from eating too What did I tell you, Ahimon? What did I tell you? 너무 빨리 먹지 마세요. Stephanie Stanfield, perfect. 빨리 먹지 마세요. IEC Nura, okay, you wrote don't eat quickly, okay. 빨리, Tiffany Stay, you just have a typo for, you wrote 빨리, which would be like Bali. Like the what is that, the country or the city? Bali? Anyway. 밥을 먹지 마세요, okay? 너무 빨리 먹지 마세요. 너무 빨개. 너무 빨개. Okay, 빨개, well, although it's spelled incorrectly, 빨개 would mean like red. Just have a typo there. Be 빨리. Or you could say 빠르게, quickly, as in like too rapidly. Don't eat too rapidly. Would be okay. No, 누무. Noah Deeps, you wrote 누무. Oh, you fixed it. Okay, 너무 빨리 먹지 마세요. Okay? 엄청 빨리 먹지 마세요. Don't eat super fast. Don't eat like way fast. Okay? 너무 빨리 먹지 마세요. 빨리 먹지 마. Don't eat fast. 빨리 먹지 마요. 너무 빨리 먹지 마요. 너무 많이 빨리 먹지 마세요. Okay, TS. S. 너무 빨리 먹지 마. Nice, perfect. 너무 빨리 먹지 마세요. Okay. Bali Island in Indonesia. Okay, thank you. I was like, I know that the place, I just didn't know what is it, like a country or city or, okay, don't eat too quickly. So, too much, too something. That is 너무. Quickly, well, you could say 빠르게 as in like rapidly, as in the speed, but more commonly is just used, 빨리 is more common. 너무 빨리, and then to eat is 먹다, so we have 먹 as our stem. 지, and then now you could do whatever you want. So we'll just say 마세요 to keep things simple. 너무 빨리 먹지 마세요. Don't eat too 너무 quickly. 빨리. 너무 빨리 먹지 마세요. Don't eat too fast. So this would be something you could tell someone. So maybe you go out to eat with some coworkers, maybe your manager's there, and you guys are like, you're eating and you're drinking, and your boss is like, your manager is like, you could tell your manager, hey, 너무 빨리 먹지 마세요. Like, don't eat too quickly like that. They're not going to be offended as long as it's kind of like you're joking, even if you normally wouldn't tell someone like a manager or your boss not to do something. It's okay because at least you're making it honorific. So 마세요, 세요 is an honorific ending. So you're saying don't eat too fast, kind of politely, please, like that. Okay, next sentence. We're slowly getting a little bit higher level, slowly. Okay, This one I'm going to give you. This one I'm going to give you. Oh, wait. I said don't talk that way. Can I give this to you guys? Yeah, this one I'm just going to write. 그렇게 means so or that way. 그렇게 말하지 마요. Oops. Actually, let's do this. Let's do Chaeyeonjun's favorite ending. 그렇게 말하지 말라고. 그렇게 말하지 말라고. I'm like twisting over my words here. 그렇게 말하지 말라고. 그렇게 So, like that. So what you're saying is don't talk, don't speak like that. 그렇게. In that way. That like that. So, 말라고. So now we have 말다 plus this 라고 ending, which you normally would see for quoting. Now, I covered these quoting forms in another live stream, so I can't do it again today. It would take too long. But this 라고 ending is stuck onto a verb stem to tell someone a quote. That means to repeat something that was already said. So if you were to tell someone, don't do something, you would normally say, 말하지 마세요, or 마요, right? But now if you want to quote what you just already said, so I said, don't do something. Well, the way to quote a command is with 라고. Now, the regular 고 by itself can be used for just quoting anything. It can be for quoting statements, for quoting suggestions, for quoting questions. But if you have 라고, it can also be used for quoting commands. So in this case, to quote a command that uses 지 말다, it becomes always 지 말라고, like that. 말라고, not 말하고, not without this. So 말라고, with this spelling. This is how it will always become if you want to quote a command. Now, this sentence is done, but if you wanted to, you could even say 그렇게 말하지 말라고 했어요. Or 말했어요. Like I said, 했어요. I said, do not speak like that. So don't say that. I said, don't say that. 그렇게 말하지 말라고. Hey, I told you not to say that. 그렇게 말하지 말라고. I told you not to talk like that, right? And then you could end it, like I said, with 했어요 or 말했어요. But often, as I explained in the quoting episode, the live stream, you don't need to. Often the sentence is fine just by ending with 고 or 고요. You could also say 그렇게 말하지 말라고요 if you want to be more polite with the 요 form. So there's our example of 말라고, courtesy of Chaeyeonjun. The sun is annoying me, shining on my arm. Ehimang. That sounds like a poem. The sun is annoying me, shining on my arm. Yeah. Take care of that, Ehimang. Just tell it to stop. 말라고 요 or Kate June asked 말라고 요 했어요? No, it's 말라고 했어요 or 말라고 or 말라고요. But it wouldn't be 말라고요 했어요 because the 요 by itself would be ending the sentence. So you couldn't have something after the 요. Having a hard time with both Woojin and Wonho leaving. Tiffany, stay. Stay? What group are you guys talking about? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what group that is. I'm not too up to date on who's leaving the group or what group. I mean, I barely know BTS as it is. So all right, next sentence. Let's see. All right. The next sentence we're going to do is don't do that. And okay, I'll give this one to you guys. I want to have you guys do more, but if I have you do this one, it would just be literally just attaching the ending to the verb I would provide you. So it wouldn't really be useful. Okay, I wanted to teach you a useful verb though. So 그러지 마세요. 그러지 마세요. Literally could either mean don't do that or don't be that way. Now this 그러지 is from 그러다. It's not from 그렇다, like, you know, to be so or like that. 그러다 has actually a few different uses, but what we're going to be using it for today, so I'm showing you how you can use it with as an action verb, is to do something, to do so. Now this is a kind of an awkward translation in English to mean to do so or to do like that or to do in that way. It really means to do something in that way, to do something in that way or to be a certain way. So if you're saying 그러지 마세요, you could be don't be like that. That's kind of what it's saying. To be like that. To do something like that. Like, don't do that, right? Don't do that. What this could, you could think of this translating as to do that or to be that, right? So to be so or to do so. So if you're meeting your friend and your friend's like, hey, I just won $100 in the lottery today, right? You know, say $100 in the lottery. You're like, oh, wow, come on, you should buy me a drink. Let's go hang out. And your friend's like, no, I'm not going to buy you a drink. I'm going to buy myself a drink. You're like, hey, 그러지 마. Hey, 그러지 마. Hey, don't be like that. Come on, you know, buy me some food or something like that. So you can say that. Or maybe your friend's being mean to you. 그러지 마. 그러지 마. Like, you know, don't say that. Don't do that. Literally, don't do that. But it can also be used in that way to be like, hey, don't say that. Whatever it is you're doing, don't do it. Whether you're speaking or doing some sort of action or acting a certain way, to be a certain way, don't be like that, right? So this is the way you can say that. And this is a very natural way. Some people have tried translating it like, 그렇게 행동하지 마세요. Like, literally, don't act like that. 그렇게, in that way. 행동하다 means to act or to behave. So 그렇게 행동하지 마세요. But no one would actually say that. That's like literally just saying don't behave like that. But no, if you want to tell someone don't be a certain way, like don't be like that. Or even used in a regular sense, to be like that, like he is like that, you want to use the verb 그러다. So yeah, 그러지 마세요. Hey, 그러지 마세요. Maybe, you know, you walk by a convenience store and the owner is like really, you know, I don't know, doing something that is not very characteristic of them. And you tell them, 그러지 마세요, like, hey, don't do that. Like, kind of like that. You know, you're being polite, but you're kind of being a bit playful and you're still being honorific with the 세요. So yeah, make sure you know this verb. Super useful verb, used all the time in Korean. And I would have had you guys write that sentence, but once I told you the verb 그러다, it would literally just be sticking 지 말다 on the end. So it wouldn't have really been a challenge. Okay, let's do this one. Could you stay out of the kitchen? Stay out of the kitchen. Stay out of the kitchen. Now, while this is the English translation, stay out of the kitchen, what you're actually going to say in Korean is not going to be stay out of the kitchen. In Korean, stay out is like an English expression that means don't go in. So I want you actually to translate the sentence, don't go in the kitchen. But that in English, we would say stay out. But in Korean, you wouldn't say stay out of the kitchen. If you were to say literally, stay out of the kitchen, it would mean like you're saying you should remain on the outside of the kitchen. So it's a bit awkward. Whereas stay out actually means don't come in, you know, don't go in or whatever. So stay out of the kitchen. How would you say that? Stay out of the kitchen. And then I'm going to give you a higher level way to translate this using the 지 말다 form. But go ahead and give it a basic shot first. I like ending my sentence with 고요 because it's softer and I'm kind of shy. Well, that's fine. Yeah, you can match your personality. Ameriliz, conjugates to 그래요? Yes, a different 그래요. It's not from the descriptive verb 그렇다, but yes, it does also conjugate as 그래요. That's why Koreans will say 왜 그래? You know, 왜 그래? Ameriliz, 왜 그래? It doesn't mean why are you like 그렇다, like so. It's why are you acting? Why are you being? Why are you doing that? So it's the same conjugation. Oh, S. S with another donation. Wow. S. You're on the board twice. 너무 잘 가르치세요. 가르치다. S, thank you. 가르치다 is like kind of a what's the word? A dialect. It's really common dialect way of saying 가르치다. But some people will insist that that's the correct way, so I'm not even going to correct you. But yeah, 가르치다 is normal. We say how to teach. 가르치다. Sometimes people will spell that differently. But yeah, 가르치다, to teach. Yes. Thank you, S. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do a dab I'm going to do another S dab. So before I did the other S dab like that, so I got to do a double S dab. So wait, no, let's do the vertical S dab. So that's the vertical S dab. So now we got the horizontal. So let's do. Okay, now I mix the horizontal and the vertical to make the super S dab. Thank you, S. 가르치다. Yeah, but there is a 가르치다, which is used as well. Very commonly. I would hear it all the time when I was in Busan. 부엌에 들어가지 말고요. 부엌. Okay, I'll tell you about that. 부엌. So, some of you have written correctly 부엌. 부엌. 부엌 is the official name of the room inside of an apartment or a house referred to as the kitchen. So if you're looking at a map of your house's blueprint, you might see 부엌 listed. You could see 주방, which is another word. 부엌. 부엌 is, like I said, it's kind of the official word for kitchen. And it's also a bit of a formal word, really. 부엌 is kind of like, that's the kitchen area, right? Kitchen area. I'm going to go into the kitchen area. People don't really say 부엌 that commonly. 주방. 주방 is the more common way of referring to the kitchen. Let me make a comparison here. You know, most people in the US will call it the bathroom, right? And not the restroom. Although it is the restroom, it's also the bathroom. In Canada, they might call it the water closet, or, the WC. And in Europe, they might call it just the toilet, which is funny because toilet means, the actual toilet. But yeah, this would be like calling this would be like calling it the restroom, and this would be like calling it the bathroom. And both of these are correct, but 주방 is way more commonly used. So 주방 is a better word to use for kitchen. So don't go in the bathroom don't go in the bathroom. Do not go in there. Okay, don't go in the kitchen. Stay out of the kitchen. So how would we say that? So we're gonna first start with 주방. So to the kitchen, don't go to the kitchen. And then we're gonna use 들어가다. 들어가다 means to go and enter. This 들어 is a part that means enter. So it's a conjugated separate verb, but together it means to enter and go. There's also 들어오다 if someone's entering in somewhere, like someone came into my house. 들어오다. Someone 들어왔어요. Someone came into our house. Or 들어갔어요. He went inside of a house or went inside the kitchen. So 들어가다 is what we're going to use. So 주방에 들어가지 마세요 would be a normal way, but we're going to be using a different conjugation here. We're going to use the 주다, please, plus 래, this kind of wanna ending. So do you wanna please not go into the kitchen? So this isn't exactly what I'd written in English, and that's okay. I wanted to give you guys I wanted to start giving you more intermediate level sentences now. But 주방에 들어가지 말아줄래? Do you wanna please 줄래 as a favor for me? Do you wanna not go into the kitchen? Could you not go in the kitchen, please? Could you not go in the kitchen, please? 주방에 들어가지 말아줄래? You wanna stay out of the kitchen, please? Kind of like that. So this doesn't end in a yo, so it's definitely casual. This would be like something you would tell your friend if they keep bothering you while you're trying to cook. You're making some food for them for lunch, and they keep coming in the kitchen talking. You're like, hey, 주방에 들어가지 말아줄래? 주방에 들어가지 말아줄래? You want to stay out of the kitchen? Or 들어오지 말아줄래? 여기 들어오지 말아줄래? Do you want to not come in here? If you're currently in the kitchen, you could say 여기 들어오지 말아줄래? Do you want to not come in here? Like that. Like could you? Would you? You wanna? Please, as a favor for me, 주다, not enter into the kitchen. Like that. 주방에 들어가지 말아줄래? Okay, so I just want to show you some more conjugations of this 말다 form beyond just saying 지 마세요, because that's quite boring, and that's not the only way you'll see this. You'll see this used a lot of different ways. The next sentence. Okay, this one I'm going to just give you. 차라리 means it's more like rather or instead. Like instead or rather, why don't we do this instead? It doesn't mean the word instead of. This is not instead of. Instead of would be a different word we're not going to talk about. 대신에. 대신에 literally means like in exchange for or instead of doing something like that. No, this just means rather. So rather, instead of that, preferably rather, 아무 말도 하지 말아줘. So we have another 주다, but this is just 줘. So again, this is casual. There's no 요 at the end. It's completely casual for only your friends. So 차라리, rather, 아무 말도. So any words, even anything. 아무 말도 is used to say like even anything, like don't even say anything. 하지 말다 would be, 하지 마세요 would just be don't say anything. Rather, don't say anything. Please. 말아줘. Notice how 말다, to conjugate, to use with this 주다 ending, to do something as a favor, you have to attach 아. So just like a regular 요 form, verb, 말다 becomes 말아요 in the 요 form. So here, 말아주다, which conjugates as 말아줘. So 차라리, rather, hey, okay, great idea, except it's terrible. Instead of that, how about you don't say anything? Kind of like that. 차라리 아무 말도 하지 말아줘. Like, please, okay, whatever you're thinking, here's a better idea. Instead of that, 아무 말도, not even anything. 아무 meaning any, 말, words. So don't even say anything. And this 하다 is here being used to mean speak. So you could think of it as also meaning 말하다. 아무 말도 말하지 말아줘 would have the exact same meaning, but often 말하다 is not used when it comes after a word that already has 말 in it. You just say 하다. It has the same meaning, to say. So don't say, how about don't say anything? It would be better if you just don't say anything, okay? Kind of like that. So, you're walking with your friend Charsu, and he's being really annoying, and he's saying like weird political things, and you're like, 차라리 아무 말도 하지 말아줘. Like that. Okay. Am I moving too fast? Is this okay? Can I go higher? Can we keep increasing the level? I want you guys to do this one, and then I'm going to check the chat for a second. Don't eat in my car. Don't eat in my car. Hey, don't eat in my car. How would you say this? So you're driving your friend, and they pull out a bag of Pringles. They start put their hand, Pringles getting all over their face and all over your dashboard. You're like, don't eat in my car. How would you say this? Okay. Hyun-jun. I saw your name. I'm like, maybe he's going to use 말고요 again. And you did. 내 차 안에서 먹지 마. Yep, Ameriliz. Perfect. Ameriliz got it first. You want to use the 안, inside of my car. If you say 내 차에, it wouldn't quite make sense because 에, just without any other A doesn't mean inside or at, unless it has some verb that shows where something exists, like something exists at, then yes, it means at or in. But if it's a action verb, you would have to use 에서 to show where something is happening. But just saying 차에 wouldn't mean in my car. It just means like at my car, but then don't eat at my car doesn't quite make sense. They would understand what you meant to say, but you want to say 안에서, the location, so inside of my car. And I'll show you that in a second. 내 차 안에 먹지 마라. 내 차 안에서 먹지 마라. Okay. Oh, and you also do want to do 안에서, since it's an action verb happening at a location. And we can do a live stream about 에 and 에서 later. Maria, I bought your book this week. Love your classes. Oh, thanks. Thanks for your support. 차에서 먹지 마. Don't eat at the car. Though, yeah, that would mean don't eat at the car. It wouldn't necessarily mean don't eat in the car, though. So if you want to specify in, you'd have to use 안 for inside. Okay. Natalie Garza. Oh, hey. Sup, Natalie? I know her. I think I'm following her on like Instagram as well. Yes, I do know her, definitely. Don't eat in my car. So we're going to make this... If you're telling someone don't eat in your car, you're going to be friends with them. If your boss is driving with you in your car, he can eat in your car, okay? So it's your friend. 네, my. You can say 자동차, vehicle, or just say 차. You know, no one's going to think 차 means tea unless you're talking about it like, you know, drinking it. You're not going to say drinking your car, and you're not going to say driving your tea. So 차 can mean both tea or car, but in this case, it obviously will mean car. So 내 차 on, inside. Now, if something's happening at a location, you always have to use 에서 to show where an action verb is happening. Otherwise, it doesn't mean where something's happening. It just means like to, like showing a direction if you just use 에. So 차 안에서. Now, something's happening inside of my car. Well, what is it? Eating. 먹다. So we're going to have 먹지. And in this example, we're going to be using, just 먹지 마. 내, my, 차, car. 내 차 안에서, so inside of my car. The inside, my car. So 내 차 안에서, where something's happening, 먹지 마. So don't eat in my car. 내 차 안에서 먹지 마. 내 차 안에서 먹지 마. Don't eat in my car. So this is exactly what you would tell your friend when you want them to stop eating their garbagey Pringles, which I don't know why those things are so popular. Sorry, Pringles is never going to sponsor me now. Some Pringles are okay. Okay, I'll take them back. Some, and in small quantities, they're not too bad. But like they'll have like a million flavors that all taste the same. Be like, oh, you know, chicken and waffles flavored. You'd be like, wow, this is great. You know, I love chicken and waffles. You try it, it's like sweet potato chip. Like lightly maple flavored potato chip at best. You're like, okay, I guess this is, you know, waffles. There's another one. Oh, pizza. Wow, I love pizza. And it's like tomato flavored chip, like with extra salt. You're like, oh, okay, I guess this is pizza. Oh, what's that? Wow, that's a cinnamon flavor. I love cinnamon. You try it. It's like regular potato chip with cinnamon and sugar sprinkled on it. You're like, okay, I guess that's what I expected. It's just not very good. I don't know. If you love Pringles, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong. I'm just not a big fan of them. Okay, let's not trust Charsu. Okay. Oh, I got another donation. While I'm taking this donation, give this a try. Who's this? Oh, Teggy again. Teggy. Hey. Teggy. Bye, Billy. I have to go. 감사합니다 for teaching. Yeah, thanks. Take care, Teggy. Thanks for your 2 donations this stream as well. Appreciate it. Pringles are nasty. Get woke. Pringles at 2 a.m. But like Pringles are like, in your mind, you imagine they taste good, right? Because they do a lot of marketing. Like, once you pop, you can't stop and all that stuff. So you've got this image in your mind of like Pringles is like a good chip, like it's a good classic chip, right? Then you try it, you're like, what is this? Like, why did I pay $2 for this? I mean, like, I guess I'll eat it because I don't want to, I don't want to feel like I made a mistake. Okay. I eat beef jerky with rice. Get out. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Fry and slice some potatoes. Yeah, I know. I have a deep fryer, actually. Okay. 철수를 믿지 말자. Let's see. Are you the first person? Yes. As I expected, Amaryllis. 철수를 믿지 말자. 일요일에 3번씩 우리 차 안에서 이걸 먹어야. Do you have to eat this every week? 3 times a week in my car or in our car? 철수를 믿지 마세요. Nice. 철수를 믿지 맙시다. Nightingale, you're close. Just 맙시다. Although the shida form, as I've previously talked about in our live stream about how to say let's, is actually not a common form. It's used kind of jokingly with friends, but in the real world, it's not used outside of kind of like jokingly. So don't use it normally. But you could say to your friend, 철수를 믿지 맙시다. Like, hey guys, all right, my team, let's not believe 철수. Kind of like that. It's okay to say in that case. 믿지 말고요. Okay? I like Pringles. I'm not going to fault you as a person. That's okay. I just didn't really like them. You know what chips are pretty good though? Those what are those ones? I'll think of it in a second. I just completely forgot. Okay, let's not trust 철수. So I'm just going to use the ta ending. So if you want to attach the ta ending, you just take a verb stem and you attach ta to the end. There is no such thing as 자요. Now, I also taught this in the live stream when I talked about ta. There is no such thing as 말자요. That is completely wrong, so don't use that. 말자 by itself is only casual. You cannot make ta polite. Instead, you'd have to use a completely different form. And I talked about some alternatives in the live stream about how to say let's. But yeah, it's only 말자 and it's only casual. The 맙시다 form, which I saw some people also use, is also only casual. It's not going to be used in a formal situation. It's not polite. People use it, but it's not a polite way to say it. It's kind of more of a talking down to someone way of saying it. Kind of like a formal but not formal way of saying let's do something. So yeah, don't use that. But 말자, totally fine with your friends. 철수를 믿지 말자. Let's not trust 철수. 철수 has shown us time and time again he's not a trustworthy guy. 철수를 믿지 말자. I swear someday I'm going to get sued by a guy named like 철수 and he's going to be like, you made people hate me. I lost my job. My wife left me all because of your live streams. I feel pretty safe. 철수 though is a very uncommon name and it used to be very common. So it's an older name. But yeah. If my name was Charsu, I'd probably change it. Unless I was old, then I would just leave it because it's kind of, it's an older sounding name. Okay. Let's not run at the swimming pool. So I'm going to give you one word to say run. They use 뛰다. There are actually other ways to say run, but in the general sense of just like running around somewhere, running, 뛰다. They have another word, 달리다. 달리다 is used more like to run when you're going to be going somewhere, like running away or running a marathon. Running in general, like the activity or the action of running, the running motion is 달리다. 뛰다 is just more like just like running around kind of like that, or you're gonna dash off somewhere. It's more of it's less of a formal way to say run, and 뛰다 is one you'll really commonly use here. You'll really commonly see 뛰다 used just to mean running in general, like just running around or running somewhere, kind of like that. So let's not run at the swimming pool. How would you say this one? 오케이. 수영장에서 뛰지 말자. 오케이. Perfect. Maryliz. 수영장에서 뛰지 말자. 수영장에서 뛰지 마. You got 뛰지. Should be 뛰지. Billy 선생님, do you know that tayo is used in North Korea since yo is considered much less formal there? Interesting. tayo. I didn't know that. 고마해라. 고마해라. 마이 묻다이가. 수영장에서 뛰지 말자. 수영장에서 뛰지 말자. 뛰지 말자. Nice, nice. What? Billy isn't North Korean? Yes. Now you know. The conspiracy has been unfolded. Put an end to the conspiracy. Okay. Yeah. So let's not run at the swimming pool. So at the swimming pool. So it's going to be run at the swimming pool. Don't. So swimming pool is 수영장. 수영 by itself meaning just swimming. 장 meaning some sort of field area that something happens, literally. So 수영장, the area for swimming, used to refer to the swimming pool, or that at least the whole swimming pool area, if not only the pool. So 수영장에서 at. So now we're going to have an action verb. 에서 at some location. And what are you doing at the location? Well, you are 뛰다, running. So 뛰지 맙시다. We'll just use 맙시다. You know, let's not run. So this might be something that a teacher could say to their students. So 수영장에서 뛰지 맙시다. So today we're going to go to the pool. 오늘 수영장에 갈 건데요. 수영장에서 뛰지 맙시다. We're going to be going to the swimming pool today. So let's not run at the swimming pool. 수영장에서 뛰지 맙시다. All right, kids, let's not run at the swimming pool. Perfect. Or talking with your friends. 수영장에서 뛰지 말자. Maybe the kids are talking to each other. Remember what the teacher said? 수영장에서 뛰지 말자. Hey kids, let's not swim. Hey kids. Hey everyone, let's not run at the swimming pool. Okay. Okay, don't go outside. If you're feeling like, Billy, this lesson's just too easy for me, next lesson will be advanced. I promise. So you'll get some advanced grammar next lesson. Okay, don't go outside. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. How would you say this one? You might need some specific words for this to say it well, but go ahead and give it a try while I check the chat. 수영장에서 뛰지 말자. How would I add an ending like 조 or 네요? If I wanted, TS. You wouldn't, because it's not one of the forms. Instead, you could add something different at the end of your sentence, like 알겠죠 or 알겠지, something like that. You got it? Like, let's not swim at the pool, okay? Kind of like that. Like 뛰지 말자, 알겠지? Kind of like that. You could, if you really wanted to do it, like, you got it? Okay? But you couldn't add something directly onto 자 because that's the end of the form. 밖에, so some of you have 밖에 가지 마. Literally don't go out. Okay. I'll give you a better way soon. I'm just kind of curious if anyone can guess another way to say it. Okay. 밖에 가지 마. 밖에서. 차현주, you wouldn't say 밖에서 because 가다 is simply to go. It's simply going somewhere. So 밖에 means to outside. You don't need at outside. 밖에서 would be something happening outside with an action verb, but not just going to somewhere. So just 밖에 would be acceptable, not 밖에서. 눈이 오고 있어. Okay? Oh, small. Small got the verb I was looking for. Small. 나가다. Yes. I need a Sims age up potion. Sims, yes, good memories of Sims. Throw someone in the bathroom, delete the door. Sims, good old Sims. Okay, so we're gonna do don't go outside. Now, we're gonna have 박 for outside. Now, 박 is of course gonna be used with to go to outside, so you know 밖에, but we're gonna use 밖으로, toward, 밖으로, and then 나가다. 나가다 means to leave somewhere. So you could just say 가다, as in like literally the direction of, to go toward outside. But if you're indoors and you're saying don't go outside, what you really mean is don't leave outside. So we're gonna do 나가다. Oops. Oh, I got a donation. Yellow. Oh, yellow, is it yellow or green? I can't tell. I think it's yellowish. Okay. Oh, S. Is this all the same person? Is this all the same S? I think I need to do like a special S for the this S donor. This is gonna be your name. There you go. S. Oops. It's almost drawing another Stussy here. Your lessons are really helpful. Thanks, S. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Thanks for the $10 donation as well. So now we got to add another S. Now we got to add another S onto this S dab. So before we had this, and then this, and then this, and then this. So that was the S dab. Now we got to add another one. So maybe, so like two. This is getting weird. Like, okay, now we got to add this. So I spin around now. So I do the same thing as before. It's hard to do this. Okay, there we go. Thank you, S, for your donation. Your donations are very helpful. I just ordered, in case anyone's curious, I ordered 14 new erasers. So not like this one. I got some new ones too, some different kinds, because these ones don't last very long. So I got a new kind. So those will come sometime next month, so we can try those out. I think I spent like $20 on those. So yeah, all your donations go towards stuff for this stream. Let's see. Yes, so 나가다. 나가다 means to go out. So if you're inside and you want to talk about going outside, you're going to say 밖으로 나가다. So now how would we say don't go outside? Well, you know, really easy. 밖으로 나가지, and then any way you want to conjugate, 마세요. Or if someone's saying don't go outside, I mean, the only time they would say don't go outside like this would be if there's like bad weather outside, or maybe there's like zombies outside or something like that. So it's probably the mom talking to the kids, in which case it's just going to be 밖으로 나가지 마. Or now this is where the fun begins. Okay. 좀. 밖으로 나가지 좀 마. 밖으로 나가지 좀 마. 좀. This 좀 comes from 조금, which means a little. But if you're using 좀, it has an additional meaning that 조금 does not. And that is, it doesn't mean literally a little bit when it's used in a command. So if you have 좀 used in a command, whether that's a do it command or a don't do it command, all it does is it makes the command sound softer. Makes the command softer. So instead of saying don't go outside, you're saying, hey, don't go outside, okay? It makes it sound softer. So I highly recommend adding 좀 to your commands. Now, you can add them wherever you want. It's an adverb. So you can say 밖으로 좀 나가지 마. 좀 나가지 말아 줄래? 좀 하지 마. 좀 하지 마세요. Like that. But you can also put it between the 지 and the 말다 form. So here we have 나가지 좀 마. You can add 좀 in any context, in any sentence that has a command, whether that's positive or negative. But yeah, when it's used with a negative verb, you'll often see it used between 지 and 마. So 지, 좀, 말다. And then conjugated. Makes it the exact same meaning, but a little bit softer. So 차현준, you like your soft commands, right? You can say 좀 나가지 좀 말고요. Like that. Now you get a little extra, even extra softer command, right? Make your commands like really soft, really soft and fluffy. And then you're like, could you like not do that? Okay, don't like that. kind of like, really polite. So yeah, 좀, you'll often see this added to sentences. I haven't added it to all of them because I wanted to focus more on the specific uses of 말다, but you can go ahead and go back and put 좀 in every single sentence we've done so far, if you want. Gotta keep that Stussy up there. Stussy. Okay. Would you please not drive here? How would you say this? Would you please not drive here? Drive. Drive is 운전하다. As in, driving a car. 운전하다 means to drive. Would you please? Now the please, Korean, as you know, doesn't have a word for please. Instead, they just do it with the 주다 conjugation. So if we have a verb that ends with 지 말다, it's going to become 지 말아 주다, which you can then conjugate however you want. So how would you say this? Would you please not drive here? Go ahead and give it a try. You might not be able to do this if you're still a beginner, but give it a try anyway. How could you make the softest sentence possible in Korean then? Well, you got 하지마, which is, very rough. 하지 마세요. Okay. 하지 말아 주세요. And then, would you please not? This is another form. This is the next step. So this is a more polite way of saying, please don't. So what do you think? After this answer, you'll be able to solve that question. What's a more polite way of then saying, don't do something? And that is by saying, would you please not do something? And I'll tell you this is similar to saying the conjugation you're going to use with 주다 is similar to how you would say, would you please do something? If you're not saying not, but just, could you please give me something? Could you please do something for me? It's going to be the same way of asking it, but just now you have the 말다 form. Okay, let's see here. 여기서 운전하지 말아 줄래요? Would you please not drive here? Okay, Amerila, it's acceptable. It's not quite super polite because the 레오 form by itself is only informal. It can never be casual. It can never be formal. It would never be what you would say politely to someone, even though it ends in 요. So 줄래요 is like, that's actually not true. If you use it with an honorific, it still is okay. 줄래요 would be like, hey, could you not drive here? Kind of like that. Whereas would you please not drive here? More of a, I guess what I want is a more polite way of saying, would you please not do something than that. But you're grammatically fine. Oh, and then I see you also wrote right after that. 여기서 운전하지 말아 주시겠어요? Yep. Amarila's got it first. Okay, but let's see what else you got. 여기 운전하지 말아 주세요. Okay, please do not drive here. 여기서 좀 운전하지 말아 줄래요? You want to not drive here? Okay. Like I said, the 줄래요 is not quite so polite. 운전하지 좀 말아 주실래요? Do you want to please not drive here? Okay, that could be like 여기서 운전하지 여기서 운전하지 좀 말아 주실래요? Hey, could you please not drive here? It sounds a bit passive aggressive. Would you want to please not drive here? With the 레오 at the end. So the 레오 at the end is kind of like a do you wanna? Do you wanna please not drive here for us? Hey, I'm getting kind of frustrated. Could you please not drive here? That's what it would sound like if you use the form that you have there, S. But yeah, grammatically wise, it's fine. 운전하지 말아 드릴까요? That doesn't make any sense. Because 드리다 is used for, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at the sentence. The reason is 드리다 is for when you're doing a favor for someone, but 지 말다 is a command telling them don't. So would you not do that as a big favor to me, but you are higher than me by using 드리다? It's kind of strange. Like I said, 드리다 해드릴게요. I was I will do that for you. 드리다 is the speaker doing a favor. So it cannot be used with 지 말다, which is the listener doing something. 하지마, 케이크 있어요. Okay. Vocal stroke. 하지마, 케이크 있어요. 케이크. 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 Vocal stroke. What was the sound that came out? I didn't notice. Did I make a strange sound? 운전하지 말아 주실래요? Okay. 말아 주시겠어요? Okay. Well, not Ahimang. Amariliz got the correct answer. Well, one of the correct answers. There are other ways you can say it. And you guys have some other good examples. I was just trying to clarify like the kind of feeling you get with the other examples you have. So 여기, here에서, or just you can also say 여기서. This 에 is optional. 여기서, 여기에서, 운전, to drive, 하지 말라, so regular conjugation, and with 주다. So what conjugation are we going to use here but 주시겠어요? So would you please, 주시겠어요? 해 주시겠어요? Normally by itself with 하다 becoming 해 주시겠어요 is would you please do it? Just 주시겠어요 is would you please give me that? So 메뉴판을 주시겠어요? Would you give me a menu? 해 주시겠어요? Could you please do it for me? 숙제를 해 주시겠어요? Would you please do my homework? 하지 말아 주시겠어요? Would you please not do it? It's a very polite way of saying would you please not? 여기서 운전하지 말아 주시겠어요? And some people were then wondering, well, you probably might be wondering, then what if you put 좀 운전하지 좀 말아 주시겠어요? You don't really need it, because the purpose of 좀 is to make the purpose of 좀 is to make your command sound more polite. It's to make your command sound softer. But 주다 already is quite soft. It's not necessary to then attach also 좀 on the end, like 운전하지 좀 말아 주시겠어요? Like you can do it. It's just not necessary. It's not going to make your sentence much more polite because this 주시겠어요 by itself is a very polite way of asking if someone would do something for you. So you don't need it. 여기서 at here, so at this location here, 운전하다 to drive, 운전하지 말아 주시겠어요? Would you please not drive here? Like this is my garden. You're driving here. 여기서 운전하지 좀 말아. 여기서 운전하지 말아 주시겠어요? Would you please not drive here? So that's what you get. Okay. Let's do another one. Okay. I'm just going to tell you this one. Remember I mentioned that you can use cool with commands that are quotes. So a quoted command like he said or she said, don't do something. Well here, 살인하다 means to murder, to kill someone. 살 means to kill. 인 means a person. So kill a person, don't kill someone. 살인하지 말라고. Like I said, don't kill someone. I said not to kill someone. This would be like you maybe another Terminator movie and the Terminator is like comes to the earth for the first time. I'm going to terminate someone. It's like, no. Terminator, 살인하지 말라고. I said don't kill people. 살인하지 말라고. So this would be okay as a quoting form. However, if you were to just say 말라. Remember I mentioned briefly in the beginning of this lesson that 말라 by itself is not a commonly used form. This would sound like very old-fashioned. So this would be like saying thou shalt not kill. Like in that sense, like do not kill. It's very formal. You will not see this spoken as it is. So 살인하지 말라 would be like do not kill, thou shalt not, like that. So don't use it. But 말라고 is perfectly fine. I just wanted to point that out and give me an excuse to do my Arnold impression, which is very bad. Okay, the next one. I told you not to meet 철수, didn't I? I told you not to meet 철수, didn't I? So I said, before, like, don't trust 철수. Oh, he's okay. I'll meet him. And then they meet him and they hate him. You're like, I told you not to meet 철수, didn't I? So go ahead and give this your best shot, and then I'm going to give you possibly a better way to say it. So how would you say this? 철수를 만나지 말라고 했죠? 철수를 만나지 말라고 했죠? Okay? Or 했지 if you're talking casually. Okay? That's perfect. Perfect sentence. That's actually very close to the one that we're going to be using. I told you not to murder babies, 철수. Arnie is pretty awesome in Korean. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger speaking Korean. 찰스를 만나지 말라고. Actually, that's not how he would talk. 찰스를 만나지 말라고 했지. 곧 돌아온다. It's my clone. 찰스를 만나지 말라고. 찰스를 만나지 말라고 했잖아요. Okay? Nice, small. 찰스를 만나지 말라고 했어요. 너가 찰스를 만나지 말라고 했어요. 안 그래? Well, Tiffany Stay, remember you have 했어요, but then you have 안 그래? So your politeness doesn't match. So you want to remove the yo on the first or add the yo on the end. 찰스 씨를 만나지 말라고 했지. Okay? 찰스를 만나지 말라고 했잖아요. Okay, Stephanie Stanfield, you're missing a part. Just says 말했잖아, which wouldn't be correct. Gotta have a ciabatta roll. Gotta have a ciabatta roll. Even though I had 2 of those for breakfast. Breakfast and ciabatta rolls and bullets. 찰스를 만나지 말라고 했지. 찰스를 만나지 말라고요. 찰스를 만나지 말라고 그랬지. Okay, nice. You guys got some really good examples. I'm going to give you a better one. Okay, I'll erase this. I need some more space. I'm like drawing too low because of that. Okay. Let's give you another way that you might see this 지 말다 form. So 찰스 or 찰수 씨, if you want to be polite. You know, I don't. 찰스를 만나다, so to meet. So 만나지. I'm going to write this up below so I have more space. 만나지 말랬지. Okay. 찰스를 만나지 말랬지. 찰스를 만나지 말랬지. I told you not to meet 찰수. So this 말랬지, what's going on? What is this? What is this 말랬지? This is another common way you'll see the 말라 form. It's another way of saying 찰수를 만나지 말라고 했어요. It's the same thing as that. 말라고 했어요. What it is, it's a shortened way of writing 말라고 했지. The reason is this 라고 하다 is often shortened. It can be shortened to, well, you'll see it as 다다 and other conjugations of that. But it can also be shortened just to, sorry, let me go one more step before I just shorten it all the way. 라고 하다 can also be shortened to, right, when you're conjugating it, 라고 해요, right? 라고 해요, 라고 했어요, like that. Well, this 라고 해요 or 라고 했어요 can also be shortened to 네요. Or if it's just 라고 해, you'll just see 네. Or if it's 했어요, you'll see 라고 했어요 would become 냈어요 or 냈어. So this 라고 했어요, 라고 해요 can become 냈어요 or 네요. It's just a conjugation. It's a contraction of 라고 하다 when it's used in the 요 form conjugation. So that's 해. Any sort of 해, 해요, 했어요, any sort of conjugation like that where it becomes 해, this gets shortened or can be shortened if you want to just 넷 or 네, whether it's in the past tense or present tense. And this 지 is just the 했지. So 넷, 라고, 했지 is what you get. 말라고 했지. 철수를 만나지 말라고 했지 or 철수를 만나지 말랬지. Same meaning, just a shortened form. And this shortened form is not used so much in writing unless you're talking with your friend on a messenger. It's used in casual speech. So you'll see this most often in casual speech. 철수를 만나지 말랬지. I told you don't meet 철수. He's not a good guy. Just like that. I need a pocket amaryllis when studying. Nice. 다고해 becomes 태. That's right. And 다고해 becomes 제. 냐고해 becomes nye. Although these are a little bit less common, but they're totally fine. Yeah. Those sort of quoting forms can all be contracted into what you might guess they would become. Just the way that they sound. You remove the 고 and 하다. You remove the 고, ha, and then the ending is kind of where you get the sound from. Let's see anything. Show off. Who's showing off? Someone in the chat. 철수를 만나지 말라고 했잖아요. Okay, nice. The thing is, Defender of Justice was my Roblox username. Oof. Okay. All right, we're doing pretty good. I'm way over time, but it's okay because we're only doing this one topic for today. So we'll still end on time, even if I go over time. And I don't have to skip any sentences. We got 2 more. Do this, not that. Now let's do another way to conjugate 말다. Do this, not that. Now, I want you to get a specific kind of sentence, so I'm going to tell you what to say for this. This, you're going to say 이거, 이것을, or 이걸. 이걸 is the same thing as 이것을. And for that, it's going to be 그것을, or most often just written as 그걸. So I want you to use 이걸 and 그걸. Igor is like, Frankenstein's assistant, right? Igor. Or not. Secret Agent 707. 707. Who is Secret Agent 707? The name's Blocks. Roblox. Okay. Learn more Korean here than on anyone else's channel. No offense to anyone else. You're just displaying it in a way that's so easy to understand. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, Nico. Anytime. 이걸 하지 말고 그걸 해. Okay, Mary Liz, you're too fast. Oh, I see. Wait. Tiffany Stema Day. You got it first. 이거 하지 말고 그거 해요. Yeah. But. Let me check. Let me see. Yeah, that's totally fine too. Tiffany Stema Day. You got it first this time. 그걸 하지 말고 이걸 하세요. Okay, nice. 이것을 하지 말고 그걸 하세요. Okay. Look at my username on the server all the time. Okay. I never even looked at your username. Okay. I'm covering the board. Sorry. 이거 하지 말고 그거 해주세요. Okay, don't do this, not that. Okay, you guys got it. I didn't have to tell you. Okay, do this, not that. Well, this is a natural way. This is a natural English way of translating the sentence that we're about to do. So, do this, not that. So, what we're gonna say is, don't do that. Do this, right? So, 그걸, that thing, 그것을 하지 말고. So, you could just say 그걸 하지 마세요. 이거를 하세요. You could say like that, but we're going to put it together into one sentence. So, 말고. So, when you want to tell someone to do something instead of something else, you could say something 지 말고, and then tell them what it is you want them to do. 무서워하지 말고, don't be afraid, but instead, eat Pringles. I don't know. 그걸 하지 말고. Pringles 먹지 말고, 레이즈를 먹으세요. 레이즈를 먹어요. You wouldn't say really 먹으세요, but anyway. 드세요. Okay. 그걸 하지 말고 이걸 하세요. Or 이걸 해요. Or what did I put down for here? Yeah, I just put 이걸 해. Okay. 그걸 하지 말고 이걸 해. So, memorize this construction here. 지 말고. This is don't do a, so whatever comes before. Instead, So that's how you can make, this is another grammar construction. Don't do a, instead do something else. And this isn't just with 그걸. I just gave you 그걸 because it's, you can replace it with literally anything, Don't be sad, be happy, smile, don't be sad, be happy, Thanks, my depression's cured, that kind of thing. So you can tell someone, 슬퍼하지 말고, don't be sad. 웃어요, smile, just smile, don't be sad. So anything you want to say, don't do something, but instead do this. They actually say don't do and 고. 말고 literally means don't do that and 이걸 해. So don't do that and do this. But in English we would say do this, not that. So it's just a different way we say things in English. But literally, yeah, don't do a, instead do this. Used all the time. 그걸 하지 말고 이걸 해. Okay, and the last sentence. Okay, this one I just have to give you because there's no way you would get this because the English translation is quite long. But I'm just going to give you the sentence. Yeah, so this is an example where if I were to give you the English translation, you'd get all sorts of different sentences in Korean. 엄마가, so we have mom here. But we're going to do a new conjugation of 말다 that you might not have seen. Oops, let's just do 얘기. Oh, why don't I just... Okay. 얘기했어. Let's just do 했어. Easy. Okay. 엄마가, mom, 가지 말라는 식으로 얘기했어. 엄마가 가지 말라는 식으로 얘기했어. So we have mom, 가다, to go. So 가지 말다, do not go. 말라는. We'll talk about that in a second. 식 means like a way, a certain way. Like a style of, a way of, a method of, something like that. 식으로, in the way of, or like, just like, something. 얘기했어요. 얘기하다 is 이야기하다, but people don't really say 이야기 unless they are older. You won't see 이야기 said very much, but written, the correct way is 이야기. But spoken, people will just say 얘기. People don't say 이야기했어. But if you're to say a story, just like I read a good story or I heard a good conversation, they would always say 이야기. So it's a bit tricky. But if you just want the verb to say something, like to talk about something, 얘기하다. 얘기하다 is what you're going to say. When you write it for an essay, write 이야기. But when you're just talking with your friends, 얘기하다 is more common. So it's not quite just exactly the same shortened version, but like I said, it's also, sometimes they'll still use 이야기 if it's used just by itself, not as a verb. But as a verb, 얘기 is always said, especially by younger people. So if you hear 이야기했어, it's an older person. It'll be more of like a formal way of saying it. Okay, so what do we have here? 말라는. What is this 말라는? Well, it's another contraction. 말라는 is a contraction of what? It is 말라고 하는. So now we have again 말라고. So a quote. Quote. 말라고. I said, someone said, do not do something. 하지 말라고. So I said don't do it. 하지 말라고요. I said don't do it. 하지 말라고 했어요. Right? I said don't do it. 하지 말라고 하다. To say, do not do something, right? 하지 말라고 말하다. To say, don't go. To say, don't do it. Now we have 하지 말라고 하는. This part, again, remember how we saw in 말라고, 말랬지, became 말랬지. In the same way, this 고, 하, disappears a lot. Whatever this is, will get shortened. So 말라고 하는, or 말라고 말하는, to say, don't go. But now it's 는. Now it has a, now it is being used as an adjective. So this is an action verb, 말하다, to speak, now being used as an now being used as an adjective to describe something. 식으로. In the way of, literally, in the way of saying, don't go. Now that sounds kind of weird. As if. This 식으로. You'll see this 식으로 used in other things. 식으로, 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 식으로. It's as if, like in the way of, in that manner, in that sort of manner. So you'll see this 식으로 used with regular nouns. It comes after nouns. You know, I could do a whole lesson just on 식 because it does have a lot of uses. But 식으로 after here is in the way of, as if she is saying, don't go. 엄마가 가지 말라는 식으로. So this 으로 makes it this 으로 makes 식 into an adverb. So now we're going to use it before a verb. We'll talk about this in a second. So first, in the way of, or just like, or as if she is saying 말라는, 말라고 하는, as if mom is saying don't go. 얘기했어. She talked. She was talking like she was saying don't go. So now, I apologize if you think this sentence sounds tricky, But in English, it sounds fine, right? She was talking like she was saying, don't go. She was like, don't go. That's what you get. You get this kind of like, well, she didn't say like, don't go. She didn't directly say, 가지 마세요. 가지 마. She's just like, hey, you shouldn't go. Like, come on, don't do that. Like, you don't want to do that. Just stay here. So 엄마가 가지 말라는 식으로 얘기했어. Mom was totally like talking as if she didn't want us to go. She was totally like talking like saying don't go. That's what meaning you get with this 식으로. So in the way of, as if she was saying, as if she was saying don't go. 가지 말라고 하는 식으로 얘기했어. She talked as if she was saying don't go. So mom was talking like telling me, don't go. That's what you get. So you can translate that however you'd like. It's kind of a bit of a messy translation because it's natural sentence. So the more natural sentences are, sometimes you get, not always, but sometimes you get natural sentences that have messy English translations and vice versa. Like translating something from English that's kind of really natural into Korean can also get you kind of messy translations too. Yeah, the way she spoke, it seemed like she doesn't want us to go. Yeah. So does that kind of make sense? So if you've never seen this 식으로, then you might be a bit confused because it's a new grammar form. But you'll see 식으로 a lot. If you pay attention to it, you'll see 식으로 used all the time. And 식으로 is also commonly used after this 는, or after, it doesn't have to be 는, but after a verb, descriptive verb or action verb, transformed into an adjective. So this 식 often comes after adjectives as well. So to do something in the way of, or to do something as if, or to say something as if. Here we have to talk. So she was talking as if she didn't want us to go. So mom was like, oh, don't go, you should stay here at home. Then you talk to your friend later, and your friend's like, so can you go? And you're like, 엄마가 가지 말라는 식으로 얘기를 했는데, 어떡하지? My mom was saying like she didn't want me to go, so, or my mom was talking as if she's saying not to go. So what should I do? Kind of like that. All right. So this was several different things put together, and I'm sure we could probably go up a little further and find even more convoluted ways of using the 말다 with other forms. But that's all for today's lesson. Let me give you some quick announcements, and then I can take some questions for today. Again, next weekend, I'm not sure if there's going to be a live stream yet. I have to call my grandma and see what she wants to do. She's going to be visiting here for Thanksgiving, so I have to see if she wants me to go visit her as well at her place, or if she just wants me to stay and go visit her another month. I don't know. So we'll find out. If there is a live stream next week, there will be a vote on Monday. So you'll know. If you subscribe to my channel, make sure you also click the bell notification next to the channel. That way you can get notified when I go live or when I make a post. That way you won't miss that in case you're not, you want to make sure you don't miss the voting to see if there's going to be a stream. But yeah, I'll let you know on Monday if there's going to be a stream on Sunday. And the next live stream again will be advanced level. So all of you intermediates who have been looking forward to something more advanced, we'll get to that. Today was beginner, so I had to kind of, we had to make everything friendly for beginners for today's topic, but for an advanced level, it will not be beginners friendly. So it'll be only for intermediates. So you can attend if you're a beginner, but you might be lost, but that's okay. But definitely intermediates, you might feel more at home if a lot of people have been asking me for more advanced topics, so we're going to be doing some advanced topics. And I'll let you vote on that tomorrow or the next Monday, depending when the next live stream is. As well as remember that there are worksheets and outlines for every live stream on Patreon. So this outline will be up with all of today's sentences within the hour. And there's already a worksheet for today's lesson that you can do 12 more problems for practice. And that's pretty much it. Any questions? Doesn't mean as if not. It means as if doing something or as if being something if it's used with a descriptive verb. So in this case, used with an action verb and used with the 지 말다 command, it's as if saying do not. That's what it means. What if your grandma wants to live stream? I got to get my grandma on the live stream. She's cool. Yeah, she's actually New York Jewish. So she doesn't think so. She's got a thick New York accent. And it's great. Glass with Billy, the Graham episode. Yeah. But she doesn't know any Korean. Yeah, I don't really talk about my family too much. I got my grandfather, he passed away last year. My grandfather was actually in the Korean War. So that's pretty cool, which just, I didn't even really know too much about that until after I went to Korea. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He was in the Korean War. He doesn't know Korean, but he was in the Korean War. S. Wow, S is just a huge donor today. S. Oops, I almost wrote S and then the dollar amount S. Whoa, awesome. Thank you, S. I gotta write, let's do a big S. Let's do a big S for S. And we gotta do a super S dab. So now we've got several levels. So we've got this, and then spinning. So now I gotta go around the board while spinning. So like this. If someone walks in the door and sees me, they're like, what am I doing? Thank you, S. I appreciate it. That's great. I was watching your channel long before I knew you had a wife. Yeah, well, I only had a kid for the past 4 years. So before that, I didn't have a kid. My adoptive great-grandpa was in the war. Oh, nice. S is Billy's sugar daddy. I'm okay with that. S is for sugar. I'm enjoying. S is for sucrose. All right. Oh, someone said, is it always used with uro? No. You would use uro if you wanted to use it as an adverb. If you wanted to use it at the end of a sentence, you can attach it with ida, to be. If you wanted to use it as a noun, you just leave it with shik. So maybe I'd have to do a few more examples with that in a future lesson, because if I were to just give you a couple other examples that wouldn't really help explain it, I think I would want to do maybe I could do a live stream about that in the future. Like maybe I could do a live stream about just a bunch of random questions that you guys give me or something. Like I thought about doing that once too. Shik doesn't mean way. Shik means the manner. Shik is like the manner of something. Literally. But yeah, you can think of it as meaning like the way, like something like that. Do you have any hints on the next lesson? I'll let you guys vote. So like I said, if I put up a vote tomorrow or next Monday, they'll all be advanced level topics. So you can still choose the topic, but it'll only be an advanced level. There'll only be advanced level options. How do you say butterfly in Korean? Nabi? Nabi? Nabi. Nabi, which is also, so just check over here, make sure I'm not missing any of the chat. Oh, okay, good, still working. Can you give us more example? No, not for today. I could do that in a separate lesson because I don't want to go off on too far of a tangent. Nabi, let me just verify this. Okay. Butterfly. What's that? 호랑 나비. You. 드립니다. What is 드립니다? That comes from 드리다. 드리다. Just with the nida form. 드리다 means to give something down to someone. So it's a, actually that's not really the best way. It would be, 주시다 would probably be more giving something down. Okay, this would be you as the speaker. Speaker. I can't write speaker there. Okay, you as the speaker offering up something to someone. So it's kind of like, 드리다 is kind of like, to do something for someone like this. So you are doing, in relation to them, you are down. So you're like giving something up to them. So this would be like giving a present to some person who's considered above you in social hierarchy. like, a teacher, or to give it to a stranger, or just to be polite, to give it to someone who you're not really close with. But yeah, 드리다. And that conjugates to 드립니다 or 드려, if it's used in the yo form, 드려요, like that. But you wouldn't say 드리세요, like give me something. That's like you go down on your knees and give this up to me. It would make no sense in Korean. So it's only used when you are the speaker. Whoever the speaker is giving something, or it doesn't have to be the speaker, but it has to be someone else who's on the same sort of relative level to the person they're giving a gift to. So if you're talking about someone else, it has to be that to that person, they're giving a gift up to someone who's higher than them. Then you can use it as well. Let's see. Have you seen Parasite? No, I haven't seen it. That came out when I was in Korea this last time, I think. But I wasn't interested in it. I'm not a fan of Korean movies. They just don't do it for me. Is it true that par아요 is correct? But par아요 is actually what's used by Korean. Yes, that's 100% true. parada is the correct verb, but I've never heard para. I've never heard para or par아요. I always hear pare or pare요. 이거 받아드립니다. I will accept this. Legend of Zelda Navi? Yes, Navi. Zelda Navi. Yeah, that's also what they use for navigation. You can say Navi sometimes, but navigation. A live stream of tangents. Yeah, maybe I'd do like a live stream where I do a bunch of, probably not tangents where we just answer questions, but a live stream where we have pre-prepared questions. Like you would send in your questions on a Google form in advance, and then I would go through that form and prepare examples and really short lessons on that, and then we can go through all of them. Maybe I would say, as long as you're in the chat that day, we can answer your question. That way it would kind of be like, an interactive live Q&A. But if I have more time to prepare in advance, then I can give you some better examples than just whatever I would come up with off the spot. You used would you as an example. Could you also use could you not do? Yeah, that would be kind of like the 말아줄래 example that I gave you. So 하지 말아줄래요? That would be like could you not? Literally, would you please? Literally, will you please not do that? But more like translated as far as like feeling goes, it would be kind of like saying could you not? 그러지 말아줄래요? Like could you not do that, please? It would be more like a could you not? Whereas 말아주시겠어요 would be like, would you please? So do we write it as par아요 but pronounce it as par에요, or just stick with it? You would do it as, you would write it as par에요 as well. But if you're doing an essay, you would want to write it as parada, so par아요, if you're writing it for something official. So if someone says, oh, can you write Korean? You might want to write it as parada just to show off that you know it. A test, you'd want to write parada, but any friend, just write pare, because they'll think it's awkward if you're going out of your way to spell it the correct way. So it's okay to spell it pareo. Yeah, no more examples with Shigoro for today. Like I said, if I were to do that, I'd want to teach it. I wouldn't just want to give more examples with that. I'd want to be able to actually give a full lesson about it, because it's kind of a big topic. I think they still write it as pareo. Yeah, that's right. They write it as pareo, but they don't know that it's wrong. A lot of people do know it's wrong, but when do you know when to speak informally? That question I cannot answer today. It's too big. But I did a live stream about politeness levels in Korean. So check that out, and that'll explain it. I also did an abridged version of that video. So watch that. That'll answer your question much better, because that would be way too big to explain here. Why does kata, when Korea says it sounds like kate? Yes. And Koreans will often even write kate. They'll just write kate. It's not so much a dialect. Originally, it's just kata, but more often people will say kate. Even if it's written as kata, people pronounce it as katayo. People pronounce it as kateo when they say kate. 그런 거 같아, not 그런 거 같아. Although you can say kata. Originally, this is a feature of the Seoul area. So this is a feature of the city Seoul. Seoul, So this was kind of a thing where they would say certain words that end with the a as an a sound. which is where you get parayo and pareo, right? Originally para, but they say pare. It's kind of a feature of the Seoul area, but because Seoul area is just, that's the hub of everything. A lot of their features of their original Seoul dialect spread everywhere in Korea. So it's not really a dialect any longer. It's just a common way for not even kids, but even older people to talk. Maybe up until, you'd have to check with maybe someone who's more knowledgeable about this, but I'd say probably up to at least 40s. People up until their 40s would still say kate and pare and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a feature of the area. The other things they do are, if you were to say apayo, you might also hear people say apo. That's kind of a similar thing. Apo. But this is a little different. So if you're wondering if this is the same thing, this is quite different. This only happens when it doesn't use the yo. So if you said apoyo, it would sound weird. You always say apayo, but you could say apa or apo when there's no yo. So that's different. This isn't quite the same. Whereas kata or katayo are both kateo, and parayo, pare. So it's kind of a different, but these are both similar types of things that were originally just common dialects that spread all over Korea. And you'll see things like this all over the place. There's a lot. My Korean Made Simple series, book 3, talks about this briefly. It gives some more examples, but yeah, it's nothing to really worry about. Okay. Captain Jack, parlay. Ask you for parlay. Okay. Also, they say apo. Yes, that's right. American. Majo. Yeah, suna. Majo. But you wouldn't say majo yo. No, it would be maja yo. But majo is okay. Majo. It's also, normally the word would be written for yes, but you hear lots of people say all. But when you write it, still people will just write I mean, people also write it as all too. This is the casual way to say yes, but Korean will often just say all. It's another just one of those sound changes where they like this vowel. Ara and aro are the exact same thing. Aro. You wouldn't say aro yo. It's ara yo or ara or aro. Just like that. That's also originally, like I said, like a dialect kind of thing. But no, these days anyone uses it all over Korea. So it's not only for one area. Epony. Like epony. My cousin used to say it when she's gone. She's gone and I've been wanting to know if it was an actual word. Korean sounds like epony. Ipony? Ipony. Probably 이쁜이 if you mean e as in like the sound e. 이쁜 means a pretty something, and 이쁜이 it's like a pretty person. So a cutie, a pretty girl. Someone who's pretty. 이쁜이. It's not used too commonly, but yeah, 이쁜이. 이쁜이. E is a Korean word for person. And some of them have them. Like some Korean words will end in e like that. All right. Anyway, I think that's probably good for today. I don't want to go too far. So yes, thank you everyone for coming. And make sure to join the Discord if you want to keep up to date on how everything's going. Click the bell icon next to the subscribe if you want to get notified every time we have a live stream. So I don't know yet if there's going to be a live stream on this Sunday, but I'll let you know by tomorrow. If you see a vote tomorrow, that means there's going to be a live stream on Sunday. Otherwise, there's no live stream next Sunday. So thanks for coming, everyone. Again, let me give a thanks. Shout out to my donations today. Kate June, Tegi, Carrie Rich, S. Hopes, Trivia, Ibrahim, S. Tegi, S. And S. Thank you to all of you guys for your donations. And I will see you guys again next time. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.